I mean, till where we have to read? I mean, from where we have to read now?
From here, animals simply eat, sleep different.
Okay. Can you read?
Yeah, animals simply eat, sleep, defend themselves, have sexual intercourse, and die. They do not avail themselves of higher consciousness because that is not possible in the lower forms of life. If a human being follows the activities of the animals and does not avail himself of his ability to elevate his consciousness, he falls down the human scale and prepares for an animal body in his next life. By the grace of Krishna, we are given a highly developed body and intelligence. But if we do not utilize them, why should he give them to us again? We must understand that this human body has developed after millions and millions of years of evolution. That in itself is a chance to get out of cycle of birth and death, in which over 8 million species of life evolve. This chance is given by the grace of Krishna, and if we do not take it, are we not the lowest among men? One may not, one may be a degree holder, MA, PhD, etc., from some university, but the illusionary energy takes away this mundane knowledge. He who is really intelligent will apply his intelligence to understand who he is, who God is, what material nature is, why he is suffering in material nature, what is the remedy to this suffering.
Yeah. So you can see that Maya Pradajnana, even though he may have so many of degrees and all, but his knowledge is stolen because he doesn't have any sense of attaining perfection in life. He's simply running after the illusory happiness. And also, another thing is spoken is that human form of life is meant for elevating his consciousness. Doesn't does If he doesn't do that, then he's actually living life of an animal. Yeah, so we must understand this human body has developed from millions of years. So we may not get further chance for so long if we don't utilize this human form of life to utilize. Yesterday I was there in my home, parents' home. So there I was reading Bhagavad Gita for a long time, maybe 1 2 hours by read. So my Fufaji and my Tauji was sitting. So they both were hearing. Other people are just going, passing by from there. I would tell them sit here. They would just say, okay, will come, will come. Let them nobody sit. My Fufaji and Tauji were hearing constantly. So this point was, the human form of life is so rare and is the only opportunity that we can develop Krishna consciousness. That point was coming. We were discussing that. So, I mean, in between we were discussing this point. So that was making a lot of sense to them. And morning also when I was there, yeah, here, I was hearing Prabhupada. Prabhupada was saying the same thing there. Human form of life is very rare. It's only meant for Krishna consciousness, nothing else. So if we don't do that, then our whole purpose of human life is futile, is wasted. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead.
We may apply our intelligence to manufacture an automobile, radio, or television for sense gratification. But we have to understand that this is not knowledge. Rather, this is plundered intelligence. Intelligence was given to a man to understand the problems of life, but it is being misused. People are thinking that they have acquired knowledge because they know how to manufacture and drive cars. But before the car was here, people were still going from one place to another. It is just that the facility has been increased. But along with this facility have come additional problems. Air pollution and overcrowded highways. This is Maya. We are creating facilities, but these facilities in their turn are creating so many problems.
Yeah, so go ahead before. Yeah, so what he says is that intelligence is used, but for this some gratificatory pursuit. You see, it's called misdirected intelligence, or can say plundered intelligence. So, buddhi jo, it's called plundered in the sense stolen. Maya stolen that intelligence. So intelligence was given to man to understand the problems of life. That why I'm afflicted by the threefold miseries and birth, old age, disease, and these real problems of life, why they are there, how to come out of it. That human intelligence is meant for finding out the answers of these questions. But they use their intelligence to actually simply get the knowledge for manufacturing a car and getting some more facilities for some gratification. Because I think, okay, these things have been given, but what has happened? But that simply additional problem has come. So these kind of intelligence, the intelligence which is used for all this, and actually doesn't help us because that further increases our problems, and the real problems of life are never addressed. So that's why human intelligence is meant for attaining perfection of life. That is to go back to God. There's no other purpose for human intelligence. And nowadays you can see how the intelligence has become so dull, so perverted. People are very intelligent sometimes, but only for the sake of some gratificatory pursuits, they employ their intelligence. But devotees employ their intelligence for expanding the movement of Krishna consciousness, expanding the movement of Srila Prabhupada, Krishna consciousness. And they employ the intelligence to becoming more and more Krishna conscious, to become more spiritually advanced. Jai Bhaje Krishna Sai Bada Chatur. One who is really intelligent, he will actually engage in devotion service of the Lord. Buddha Bhava Samanvita. So those who are intelligent, they will actually do bhajan. They will actually uh, practice Krishna consciousness seriously, and also they will use their intelligence to expand Krishna consciousness. This is actually the real use of intelligence. So, the current scenario, you see that because they have no shelter of Guru Sadhu Shastras, their intelligence is perverted. Their intelligence is stolen by Maya. So, only by taking shelter of Guru Sadhu Shastra, our intelligence will be nourished spiritually, and then we can employ our intelligence in the direction of becoming more Krishna conscious and expanding Krishna consciousness. Yeah, but if somebody becomes only Sanskritic oriented, doesn't take shelter of Guru Sadhu Shastra, his intelligence will remain employed in material Sanskritation itself because it's covered by illusory energy. It is material intelligence actually. So, especially now in current days, you see because of this, man getting into so much of sun gratification, the intelligence becomes all the more covered, all the more covered. So it's completely becomes, very much focused upon sun gratification and has no sense of making advancement in spiritual life. The intelligence doesn't work on like that because it is completely controlled by illusory energy. And so the point is that the more the civilization is based on sun gratification, the more one will not be able to use his intelligence for Krishna consciousness. Like nowadays, you see that because of so much of rampant sun gratificatory kind of environment, there's so much of free mixing between man and woman also. So when the man mixes freely with woman, the intelligence becomes dull. He loses his good intelligence. It happens like that. The intelligence will be covered because he gets illusion. ध्यायते विषयान् पुंसा संगस्ते स्मृतात् संगात् संगते कामात् कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति पुंसा बुद्धिनाशो. So he loses his good intelligence. So this is all because of too much of rampant environment of sun-gratification. So one has to be careful not to get into that. So that's why brahmacharya life was very powerful. The brahmacharya life, it helps one to calm down his mind and senses, agitated mind and senses, and should be engaged in Krishna's service. That training is there in brahmacharya life to have control over mind and senses. Don't get into unnecessary, wandering of mind and senses into so much of subjective pursuits. Rather, control your mind and senses, withdraw them from unnecessary engagements, and engage them in Krishna's service. That was a training, strict training, discipline of controlling mind and senses. That was Vedic time that Gurukul training was there, the brahmacharya training. And once somebody has got the good training, good brahmacharya training, and he has got good training in Gurukul, then eventually, if he gets after 25, 5 to 25, the training was there. After 25, those who wish to get married, they will also remain very good grihastha because they have got good training in brahmacharya life. So then they will not live life based on some gratification, but rather they will always keep their intelligence very sharp and active, alert for making advancement in Krishna consciousness and propagation of Krishna consciousness. That should happen. Yes, Prabhu. So car was here, still going from one place to another. But before the car was here, people were still going from one place to another. They think that they have become very advanced. Before also people were moving, but now they have got further problems also. And of course, people may meet accident. Many people die also. Yeah. Okay, bro. We'll stop here. Any question or comment? Any question or comment, bro?
Nothing from my side.
Nothing.
Huh?
No.
So, bro, I am sending you the link for today's book reading. You can see if you want to post it and have question answers.
Okay, bro.
I've sent you the link. Correct.
Thank you.
Shloka.
Hare Krishna. Thanks, bro.
We'll meet tomorrow also.